Hey everyone, welcome back. Martin with Belvoir Auto Spa. We're going to be going and doing our first wash on my car that was coated with DIY Details 8-year ceramic coating. Right here, 8-year ceramic coating. So it's been almost 3 weeks since I've washed the car. There's been a lot of rain here in Texas, Central Texas lately. The car sat through about 3, 4, 5 rainstorms. I've had it parked outside for a while. Usually if my car just gets dirty, I just leave it outside till I wash it. Then I pull it back in the garage. I've also had a few other cars detailing, so they had to be in the garage while my car was out there. But I'm gonna do a walk around the car before we do anything. But what we're gonna be washing it with, we're gonna keep things simple. We're just gonna be using 2 chemicals. Now I did already wash my wheels. I have a different process for my wheels, very meticulous. The reason for that, they're aftermarket wheels, so I try to keep them looking as best as I can. They're not super expensive. I just like to keep my things looking nice. But all we're going to be using here is Incredible Suds and ceramic gloss. We're going to use Incredible Suds to foam and wash, and ceramic gloss as drying aid. Now, let's go take a look around the car. Actually, first let's just get ceramic gloss set up. So you only need 1 ounce in a foam cannon. Because ceramic gloss, Incredible Suds, you only need 1 ounce. And because Incredible Suds is so thick, I don't like to use a measuring cup because most of it just sticks to the measuring cup. So that should be enough. I only got half a foam cannon, so you only really need like half an ounce. The stuff is super concentrated. They cannot make it thinner. I've asked. They said because of the basically the chemical makeup of this soap in particular, concentrating it just makes it very thick like that. So we're kind of just stuck with what we got. It is really good soap though. It looks really cool in foam cannon too. So this is my little cheapy foam cannon. I've done a full review on. It costs about like $19, $20. It goes on sale all the time for 15 bucks. I put a 1.1 millimeter orifice in it because I have a 1.3 GPM electric pressure washer. So low flow, you want that smaller orifice. Anyways, let's go take a look around the car before we get started on washing. So looking around here, the coating did an amazing job at like keeping most of the panels clean. Now, I didn't coat the windshield. The windshield does have some dust on it. But I mean, you look from the top panels, it looks clean. But as you get lower, then you can see a lot of the dirt. But other cars have looked a lot worse. I think my neighbor cleaned his car recently, so don't really have anything to compare to. But the back especially, really dirty around the back. Especially these back quarter panel areas, I guess you'd call it, behind the rear tires. So the car got reasonably dirty. Wheels are nice and clean though, because I just cleaned them. So we're going to foam it down, rinse it, and then we're going to bucket wash. So let's get that started. So as you can see, as always, nice thick rich foam. That was with less than 1 ounce of soap and half a foam cannon. I go around the car a couple times. I'm just trying to use the soap up. I don't like to leave it sitting in the reservoir. You can. I've got so many products I don't need to. So, but I mean, look, it clings very well. It's still sitting there stuck to the panel, and does rinse free rather easily as well. This isn't a dedicated snow foam soap, but you'd think it is, the way it clings on there and foams up. I'm going to let this dwell for a few more minutes and we'll come back and we'll rinse it all off and we'll start on the bucket wash. And while we wait for that to dwell, let's go ahead and get the bucket set up. CarPro Dab Dab Wash Mitt, love that thing. DIY's got their Cotton Candy Dream. I don't have it, but I want it just because it looks cool. But how much is it in here for a bucket? Again, these instructions are wrong. They've redone them since. It's definitely not 4 to 5 ounces of foam cannon, 2 or 3. It's 1 ounce in each, so 1 little glug should be good. Away from you there. say incredible suds, they're not lying. Those are incredible suds, are they not? Barely any soap in there too. Really good stuff. But let's get this car rinsed off. It's still dwelling, so take a look. Just look at this water behavior. Incredible, incredible. Nice fat round beads. These on the side. I love freshly coated vehicles. This stuff does bead better than your average coating. Most coatings bead very well though, but this just a hair better. So pretty good on that. Anyways, next we wash the car. I do want to say that just that wash combined with this coating, a lot of that dirt's gone. And Incredible Suds is not a high alkaline soap. It is slightly above pH neutral, but nothing super strong as far as the pH level goes. It does clean very well, but I mean, the car looks almost clean. Back here though, I can still see some definitely dirty there. Cleaned up the back very well too, so pretty impressive. I think honestly that's more the coating rejecting stuff, and the soap helped pulling it off. If your car wasn't coated, the soap itself isn't going to do that good of a job, but I digress. Let's get this thing washed up. So a couple things. I lost the little green tip from the 25-degree nozzle. I have no idea where it went. Probably under the car. When I was washing too, the wash mitt just glides. This coating is so slick. The wash mitt just glides over it, even more so than like anything that I'm used to. So really good on that. That amazing. This is a breeze to wash. Every coated car is, but this even more so. And I just want to show you my wash bucket. So I do 2-bucket method. I know DIY preaches a different method, but that's my rinse bucket. That's my clean water bucket. So you can see the 2-bucket method does do a good job. Very cloudy and dark from all the dirt that was on the car, and still clear. So after you rinse in there, not much really transfers over into your clean water bucket. So just something to mention. Anyways, we're gonna get this dried off. I'm gonna demonstrate how I do that, and then dry the rest off camera, because it takes me. I get really into it, so it takes me a little bit. I blow dry it with a leaf blower, and then I go around with a towel with a drying aid, because I'm just super nitpicky about it. So let's do that. So again, leaf blower, Metrovac, whatever you want to use that can force a large volume of air to blow all these water beads off. So I use this Ryobi. I don't know what the model is, but it's a 40 volt, big 40 volt battery. So just watch how the water just flies off. Pretty impressive. And you need a car with some good hydrophobic protection to be able to do that, otherwise everything just sticks. But this really, mainly, I blow a majority of the water off and I get all the stuff out of the cracks and crevices that drips a lot before going over it again with a drying towel, which is a quick process. So I'm going to get this blow dried off, and then we'll come back with the ceramic gloss as a drying aid and get this thing all dried up. Alright, so we got the most of the water off, looks like almost all of it. But we're still going to do the drying aid. Couple reasons. One, drying aid provides lubrication between your towel and the paint so you don't mar or scratch it at all. It reduces that risk. And two, it leaves that sacrificial layer on the surface, which can help extend the life of your coating, or the performance of your coating at least. Now, I did use deionized water, so I'm not worried about water spots. That's my deionizer. I use that for final rinse, not the whole wash. So I do the final rinse, and I set up my own bypass, which I've got a video on that. That way I can switch between regular water and deionized water. So I'm going to grab the towel and we'll just do a little demo on drying aids. So we've got ceramic gloss, super slick, smells great. We've got a Cobra drying towel from Autopia. I forget what they call it, like the Cobra Guzzler or something. I don't know, it's very similar to the Rag Company's Gauntlet. I wouldn't be surprised if they come from the same factory. This is AutoGeek / Autopia's in-house brand. So some people like to prime their towels with the drying aid. I don't really see a need. As you're wiping it in, it spreads throughout anyways. So those were like, I only pulled the trigger like a quarter of the way, so that was equivalent to maybe one full spray. Really simple, you just wipe over the whole surface. And it picks up any water while you're at it. And leaves a nice barrier of protection behind. Super slick. Now, sometimes I see people say they get streaking and such. If you get streaking, it's usually one of two reasons. You're either using way too much product, or you're doing it outside in the heat, like during the peak of the day, usually past noon, or in the sunlight. That's going to make you run into streaking. You want to do it early morning, late evening, in the shade preferably. I mean, ideally, yeah, in the shade, so it's cooler, and that way you won't run into that issue. And this also, you can put on glass, plastic, everything. You don't get any streaks in the glass or anything like that. One last thing you don't want to forget to do, though, is your door jambs. And let me show you what I do for those, because my door jambs get nasty. Here's my door jambs. They get really dirty, muddy, wet, gross. Even after you wash the car, just gets them all wet again. So spray a few sprays of your ceramic gloss, take a microfiber towel, if you do this every time you wash the car, keep them nice and clean from looking super disgusting and all that jazz. And also, you want to make sure you get the underneath the door as well, because you had some drips under there, so can't really see, but just a quick wipe under there to get any water It accumulated. Does a good job. That's how dirty it gets, so keep your door jambs clean. That's the whole process, guys. Let me get the rest of this done, and we'll do one final walk around. Alright, got the car all finished up. Door jambs, all drips. Looking nice and glossy, like a mirror. This coating looks great. My car always looks great, but even better with this coating on there. Really nice. Great, now I gotta find that green tip for my pressure washer nozzle, but that's all we got, guys. So yeah, DIY detail, their 8-year coating is awesome. You can get 10% off this, any other stuff with my code. That'll be in the description down below. But maintaining couldn't be easier. Incredible Suds ceramic gloss, really all you need. I got some other products for some other areas of the car as well. Be sure to check those out if you're wondering. I got a video on applying that. I've got a video torture testing ceramic gloss and a video just on Incredible Suds by itself. So check those out. Great company, especially the gold standard polish. This has quickly become my new favorite polish to use when detailing and paint correcting. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. It's a really nice coating, so definitely would recommend it for any DIY, even professionals. Now for professionals it is a little expensive, but if you're just doing it yourself, your own vehicle, perfect coating to get. You only have to buy it once and you're good to go, and you can do 2 or 3 vehicles with one bottle, so keep that in mind. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Keep them clean. Have a good one.